Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Plaquemines Update. I'm Parish President Kirk Lapine. I'll be speaking today on behalf of the government. Sheriff Turlidge is here, who speak on the Sheriff's Department. I have a few council members here who would want to give an update. Ken, we have our State Representative Matt Cormier here. We also have our Clerk of Court here. Yesterday, Saturday, September 12th, I signed the emergency declaration at 5 p.m. The emergency center, the operations center, was open shortly after. Effective today at 10 a.m., we ordered a mandatory evacuation for all of the East Bank residents. We also ordered the mandatory evacuation on the West Bank of our parish from Phillips 66 Alliance all the way down to Venice. We issued a voluntary evacuation from Captain Larry's Floodgate to Alliance. So that's a voluntary evacuation. So we opened the shelter roughly 5 minutes ago, right here on the Plaquemines complex. It's called the Pavilion. It's located in the back. We opened this shelter when Marco hit. It was successful by following COVID guidelines and restrictions. People were temperature tested, they were registered, they were able to social distance. It's 33,000 square foot facility. So we're able to social distance our residents and keep them safe. It worked successfully in Marco, and we hope it works then. If you need transportation to get to this facility, we offer transportation to our residents, and you can call at 504-934-6940 and set up transportation. And there's some satellite pickup places in the parish that will pick you up, and those are the Port Sulphur Government Building, the Bootville Elementary School, the Buras Auditorium, and on the East Bank, the Percy Griffin Community Center. So if you call and register, we'll have a community action bus come and get you and bring you to the evacuation center. We do have 6 locations for sandbags, for our residents to fill sandbags. Those are the Belchase Government Complex, the Prom Department over here, the Port Sulphur YMCA, the Buras YMCA, across from the Bootville Elementary School, the Day Van Community, and the Braithwaite Auditorium. And those locations will have sand and bags. We ask that you bring your own shovel, and you limit to 10 bags. So we ask that you, if you need it, please help yourself. The local commercial fishermen that are concerned about seeking a safe harbor should contact our Plaquemines Parish Harbor Office at 504-934-6365. Safe harbor will be inside the Empire Floodgate system. Plaquemines residents will have priority docking. We are now pre-staging equipment to inspect the levees on the East and the West Bank. Our message to our residents is clear. Secure your items at your residence. Please pick up all trash. Clean out drain basins at your house. Be prepared. A lot of wind and rain is coming our way. Parish personnel are currently cleaning drains and pumping down canals. The Belchase Scarsdale Ferry is operational and will continue operating until time limits us from either the Coast Guard or the wind that we have to shut it down. But we will continue to operate to move our East Bank residents to the West Bank. At 6:30 tonight, the southbound lane on Highway 23 by the floodgate by Captain Larry's will close. It will close. The northbound lane will remain open for two-way traffic to funnel people from the north to the south, ingress and egress out of the parish. So let me reiterate, you will still be able to travel north and south on the northbound lane. The traffic control will be run by the Sheriff's Office, and until that time that tells us that we need to close that gate, it is still open for our residents to get out. We encourage you to get out early. We know residents wait to the last minute, but that gate will stay open on one side with two-way traffic. Plaquemines Parish government offices will be closed Monday and Tuesday, September 14th and 15th. Plaquemines Parish schools will be closed Monday and Tuesday also. Our solid waste north garbage will pick up in the Belle Chase area as much trash and garbage as we can tomorrow. We know that residents put out a lot of trash and put out a lot of debris in the street, and that can be projectile. So we actually not to do that or bring it to our incinerator that's open. But please be aware that some of that can turn into a flying projectile. 2020 has certainly been a challenge in every way. Just last couple of weeks, we were preparing for not one, but two storms barreling down on us. Luckily, we were spared. This time, we're not so lucky. This thing is coming our way, and it's an eerie similar to 2012 when Hurricane Isaac came and flooded the East Bank, was terrible on our East Bank residents. So we want our residents to be aware and make sure to not take this lightly and get out. I saw a lot of residents moving through Belle Chase, cars coming through Belle Chase moving north, and it was a good sign. I saw a lot of traffic on the ferries, which was a good sign. People are heeding our warning. Please be prepared and to know that if you stay, you will be maybe without power, you may be without water, you may be without transportation. If our roads flood on the East Bank or the West Bank, and there's not transportation, understand that you may be there for a while with some heartache. COVID has put a big challenge on our way of thinking nowadays, and some people don't want to leave, some people are scared to leave, and some people just don't have the financial means to leave. And look, we understand that, and if you stay, we urge you to leave, but if you stay, please be prepared for some of the conditions that may worsen. I want to thank my sheriff who's standing with me. I want to thank the council members who came in today. This has been a joint effort. I have been on the phone most of the day with all my representatives and state officials, and the governor and I had a great conversation. So we are prepared as much as we can. We don't know what the future holds. We hope that this storm picks up and moves out of here fairly quickly, and we hope it doesn't get too much in intensity. But again, we're urging our residents to be prepared and to be ready for anything that's thrown our way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to the sheriff, then my council members or my state rep if they want to say a word too, and then we'll answer a few questions. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate it. We've been working with Kirk and the administration, just trying to prepare Plaquemines Parish. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of experience with dealing with these storms, so I do think that we're ready. Some of the things that we've done, we will implement a parish-wide curfew from dusk to dawn in the mandatory evacuated areas. That way we can best protect your property and your valuables. Other than that, we evacuated our detention center, and we're just prepping to just hunker down for what could be a strong Hurricane 1 or even 2 hurricane. That's basically all I have to add. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's very important. I'm Benny Roussel from District 5, that you heed the words of the parish president and the protocol that he has laid out for you. It's very important to take this storm very seriously, and if you can help by picking up the debris and the cans and so forth, as the president has alluded to, it would be a great help to us as well. So please take it seriously. Thank you.
Council Chair Carlton LaFrance, District 7, to my people in District 7 that's living outside of levee protection, that's Happy Jack, Grand Bayou, Lake Hermitage, Wood Park, and Myrtle Grove. Move your automobiles to a higher ground. Make sure that your boat are secured. Pick up and tie down anything that can float away, like your garbage cans and things like that. Ice chests. Tie down and secure anything that can fly and that can be used as a projectile. If you know any of the elderly persons, and that they need help to evacuate, check on them, and make sure that they get to home, out of harm's way safely. To the people in Ironton, the parish will start working on blocking off the culverts that's running across Highway 23 tomorrow morning. To the people in Diamond, there will be an excavator and a pump placed by the Bayou Levee, between the Bayou Levee at St. Jude and Magnolia, where the levee splits. So to everyone, y'all stay safe, and through God's mercy that we'll get through this hurricane safe and without very little damage. Thank you.
I'd just like to quickly reiterate what Councilman LaFrance just said. Check on a neighbor, especially if you have some elderly people in your neighborhood. Go knock on the door. Ask them if they need help, if they want to leave. Try and help get them to a shelter, or let them, have a means, phone call to us, and I'm sure somebody will be able to go pick them up. Some people who want to leave, if you're going to leave, now's the time. If you're not, be prepared. You might lose power. And in the worst case scenario, it might take a little time to get to you. But I think we're very prepared. President Lapine has given all the pertinent information, and God willing, we'll come through really good. Thank you.
Hi, Kim Turlidge Vaughn, Clerk of Court. Just wanted to inform everyone that my office will be closed tomorrow, and we will continue to stay in contact with local government in regards to Tuesday. If anyone has a court hearing, I advise you to follow there or check it out on the website for 25thjdc.com, or any additional information from my website, clerk25th.com. Praying that everyone stays safe. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'll entertain any questions if you have any questions. Yes, ma'am.
If you could just tell us the expected effects here in Plaquemines Parish from Sally, and then also when is it expected to start affecting the area?
From the words we get from the National Weather Service, we could experience tropical force winds starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, lasting throughout the day. The eye should touch, if it continues on the path that it's doing and the speed that it's doing, the eye would be somewhere at 2 o'clock Tuesday morning, Monday night, Tuesday morning. We're hoping that it continues on this trajectory, or the speed. The trajectory could change, but we're hoping that the speed continues. So that's what the word we're getting from the National Weather Service.
President Lapine, what are the worrying points for you in the parish right now? Are there certain communities right now that are most worrisome to you?
The most worrisome? Yeah. The areas that are worrisome is on the East Bank, our Braithwaite areas. As I alluded, Isaac hit 8 years ago. We have done some modification to the levees on that side. They're close to 10 to 12 feet. At that time, they were close to the 8 to 6 feet. We're hoping that doesn't overtop. The projection on the East Bank is between 7 and 11 feet. So that's a little troublesome. Our main concern on the West Bank is our Myrtle Grove area, where that levee is close to about 4 feet, that back levee. And when we say levees, we say the back levees. We don't mean the river levees. Thankfully, the river is low. If we remember correctly, last year in Barry and Cristobal, that the rivers was high, and we were worried about our river levees. So this is our back levees, and that's our biggest concern. If those waters overtop those levees and inundate Highway 23 on the West Bank, and then Highway 39 on the East Bank, it's our only one way to ingress and egress out of the parish. So it makes it a challenge to transport our people back and forth.
And when you talk about an evacuation for the East Bank, how many people would you estimate if they did evacuate, how many people that affects?
Well, on the East Bank, there's probably about 1,500 residents. We have seen a steady stream of the ferry continue. I haven't seen the gate at 39 as a gate between St. Bernard and Plaquemines. And let me say, that gate will close tomorrow at 10 a.m. So we're hoping that our residents are heeding our warning or getting out. We do see a big traffic influx of people leaving from our southern end of the parish moving out. So I hope they're heeding our warning.
So altogether between, well, when we say the Alliance refinery all the way down to Venice and then East Bank, how many people total were you hoping? So if it's 1,500 on the East Bank and then on the West Bank from the refinery down to Venice, how many people altogether?
From that area, from Alliance down, I would say roughly 3,000 to 5,000 residents. And I would hope that those residents heed our warning too. And I think they are. You know, I've seen a lot of social media posts. I've seen a lot of people are texting me or telling me that, look, we appreciate it. We're going to move forward. We're going to move out. I think the areas in the lowest part of the parish, Port Salford, Buras, and Bootville, those areas have high enough river levees and back levees. But I think they're concerned, as everyone's concerned, of water sitting on that highway not be able to get back and forth.
And what time will the curfew within the evacuated parishes go into effect?
I think I asked the sheriff, it's 8,
Dusk to dawn.
dusk to dawn. We'll have the curfew from dusk to dawn.
And that's parish-wide, this is not in the effect, that's parish.
In the mandatory evacuated areas.
Okay, guys?